Hello and welcome to Zen Budgets. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of an unstuffing. So now that November is done with, I have a lot of cash that kind of moved around during the month. Some cash I have to put back. I have to trade out some bills, and there was some money that came in that needs to go into particular envelopes. So that's kind of what I'm going to be taking care of in today's video. Without further ado, let's just get right into this video. Alright, so I do have a small list over here of things that I need to do. So let's see how this goes. So first of all, I sold something, and I'm kind of decluttering right now and getting rid of a lot of things. So as that money comes in, I'm going to stuff that into different cash envelopes. So this was $25 for something that I sold, and I didn't decide where this is going yet, so I'm just going to put this to the side. And then I also have $5 left over from giving, which, as you guys know, I've decided to start rolling over. I'm going to go ahead and pop this into my giving envelope. And then I have some money that I took out of my cash savings envelope that needs to go back. So that's this 130 right here. Put this to the side. Alright, so now this cash has been put back. Alright, next I sold another thing, and that money I want to put into kittens. I actually sold my younger kitten's cat tree since she's getting a little bit too big for it, so it's time for an upgrade there. So sold it for $40, and that's going to go into my kittens sinking fund. Alright. Next up, let's decide where to put this 25 right here. I think I'm doing pretty good on beauty. I did pull a huge amount out of business, so I think I'm going to add that into this. Well, I didn't pull out the money yet. I'm actually going to do that right after I finish all of these smaller admin tasks. Then I'm going to pull out all this money from the sinking funds that I spent in the month of November. And then the 5, let's just put that in, let's put that in clothing. Next up, I have my miscellaneous money from November, and let's see what I spent out of that. So last month I spent $8.58 that got categorized as miscellaneous, so I'm just gonna round that up to 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I'm gonna set this aside. That's gonna be deposited into my bank account, and now what I have left is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's put these in some envelopes. I think I'm very close to fully funding the Christmas envelope, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now. So I have 100, 200, 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Oh, I'm only $1 short, it seems. So I'm gonna take $1 out of this. And now my Christmas envelope is fully funded, right in time for Christmas. So that's exciting. And then I'm gonna put maybe like $2 into phone. Or actually, I should probably round this up instead of just putting some random amount in it. Let's see, I have 50, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. So let's put $6 in here to make it an even 90. That leaves me with $4. Let's put that into my kitten's envelope. Alright, now let's take out the money that I spent this last month in each category out of my sinking funds. So let's start off with beauty. I spent $14 out of beauty. So I have 10, and then I need 14. So I'm gonna grab some change out of a different envelope. Let's see what has a lot of ones. I think this one has a bunch of ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Doing a little exchange here. So now I can take out the 14 I spent. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 14. And this goes back into beauty. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I took that out of beauty. Next up, I took out $23.89 from health. However, this last month I also returned something that I spent out of this envelope previously, and it was $25. There's only a $1 discrepancy, so I'm just not going to take out the $24 from this envelope since $25 is supposed to go back in, and I'm going to leave that as is. And then after I have business, and I'm supposed to take out $110.48. So I'm gonna round that either up or down depending on what I have in here. So 110. So 50, 100, and then I don't have any change at all. So first, let's go grab some change. Put this back in here so I don't get confused. And let me put this to the side. Alright, so I need change for 20. I'm going to get that out of my cash savings. I'm going to do a 10 and a 10 because I'd rather keep the ones on hand, and I'm just going to round down to 110. Oh, forgot to put the 20 in. Now I'm going to put the remaining 10 back into business. So I took out 50, 100, and 110 out of this envelope. And then 10 is the change that goes back in here. I'm going to set this aside as well. And that is pretty much it for what I've taken out. And now we get to the fun part where I get to count and see what I actually have left in each envelope at the end of this month. So let's start off with beauty. After taking everything out, I have 100, 120, 125, $126 left in here. Let me write that down. Alrighty. So this is for beauty, 126. Next we have birthday. This has 20, 40. Business. This has 50, 70, 80. I bought a 4 terabyte hard drive, so that's where the 110 went. Next up I have Christmas, which is now fully funded. Let's see, 100, 200, 250, 270, 90, 95, 97, 98, 99, and 300. So somehow this ended up fully funded a bit early, which is always fun. And next up I have clothing. This has 50, 60, 65, 70. Next we have gifts. This has $30 left. Then I have health. Which has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, and 175. I'm going to swap out some of these bills if I can. Let's see. Okay, first I'm going to swap out a 20 for 2 10s. And then I'm going to swap out 2 20s and a 10 for a 50. And another 2 20s and a 10 for a 50. So now I have 50, 100, 150, 170, 175. Perfect. Next I have phone. 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So I'm going to swap out some bills here as well. Let's take 20, 30, or let's take 10, 20. And then here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 50. Did I mess something up? I think I miscounted something somewhere, but let's see. This has 50, 70, 90, 95 now, so I probably miscounted earlier when I said 100. So I'll just go over the video when I edit and see what happened in this envelope and make sure I didn't screw anything up. But so far, it looks like I have 95 in here. That's the thing with swapping out dollar bills and stuff. Sometimes it gets a little bit confusing and it's easy to lose track. Maybe I'm just doing it a very disorganized way. But anyway, next up we have my kittens folder. I don't know why I always say folder. Cash envelope. Next up, I have my kittens cash envelope. So I have 20. Oh, let me put this aside. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 21. So I'm going to take these 5s and I'm going to swap it out for a 20. I'll make it a little bit easier. So now I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 121. Next up I have giving. This has 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And finally, I have my cash savings. This had 1,000 previously, but I did buy something. I made a big purchase. I kind of upgraded my laptop. I had a 2014 MacBook Air, and I upgraded to a 2015 MacBook Pro. So that was $750. I bought it secondhand. So some of that money is going to come back into this envelope because I'm going to sell my older MacBook Air now, and whatever I get from that is going to go back in here. So I do need to get this one back up to 1,000 now. But for now, I have 100, 150, 70, 190, 210, 230, 240, 241, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's see if I can swap out some bills here. So I have 10, or actually I don't think I want to swap anything out here because I like having some loose ones and smaller bills, so I can swap them out if I ever need to with other envelopes. It's kind of like my mini home ATM. So actually I'm going to swap out this 20 for even smaller bills. So I'm going to do another 10 and then 2 5s. And then let's see if I can get rid of some of these worse $1 bills and swap them out for bills in a little bit better condition. One, two, three, four, 5. This one's decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm just going to count it one more time to make sure everything is good. $100, $150, $170, $190, $210, $220, $230, $235, $240, $41, $42, $43, $44, $45, $46, $47, $48, $49, and $50. So this has $250 now. Alright, so, I forgot to put in these $1,000 slips into this envelope. And with that, I'm all done with my cash envelopes, and the only thing left to do is to count how much cash I'll be depositing into my bank account. So let's take a look at this pile over here. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Then I have 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll put this with this for 30. And then 1, 2, 3. So $131, or sorry, $33 will be deposited into my bank account. And that is pretty much a wrap on this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!